we were hit in the middle of an intersection, T-boned, and at the time of impact, Micah was knocked unconscious immediately. I unbuckled and flipped around and hung over the passenger seat. And at the time, it looked like my kids' car seats were pushed together. And in essence, they were, except it was Micah's car seat had been shoved over to where my daughter's car seat was. And he had been shoved all the way to the middle of the car, basically.
I don't think we really at first grasped the gravity, of that injury. Heather mentioned, she doubted, well, can they be wrong? Can they, which this was, the night of when they told us about it. He never used the term internal decapitation until he really sat down a couple days later and thoroughly explained it to us, and then. But when we heard that, it was a shocking thing to hear about your son.
It's almost you're kind of in a state of numbness where it won't happen to me kind of numbness where it's just what's next, and you just really put yourself in the hands of the doctors and nurses who are trained and know and what's next. You trust their answers and trust that they're helping you make the best decision. On top of the neck injury, there was also brain injury, and so the ICU, the pediatric ICU, was working nonstop to reduce the swelling in his head, to keep further injury from occurring.
Micah actually doesn't have any recollection of the wreck or through any of his stay at ICU, and thankfully.
He does know some of the doctors and the therapists and the nurses that we've kept in touch with since then, and he'll run up and give a big hug.
I like a doctor. You know what kind of doctor I like? Dr. Theodore.
We love Dr. Theodore.
We do too.
Yeah, he's my doctor.
Yeah. If there was a bigger word in the English language for thank you, I would say that word. But thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Exactly.
Seriously, they are in a place in our heart that's deeper than family, because his life is so precious to us, and they made him a part of their care in such a special way that they showed they cared. He wasn't just a patient. He wasn't just a shift. He was somebody that they cared for, and I think that his outcome is directly in correlation with their love and care, and the way they responded, the way that they communicated with each other. Amazing. So just thank you from the bottom of my heart.